My name is Isabelle Lee. I'm an Australian Chinese writer. I'm not used to making a monologue, but I'll try. My collection of short stories, A Chinese Affair, was published by Margaret River Press in 2016. There's not a lot I want to say about myself, but I think people have always been curious as to how I write in a second language. So English is indeed my second language, which I call my stepmother tongue. So it takes a lot to write in a foreign language. I want to make 3 points. Firstly, it's a constant learning process. So I learn new words every day. And reading and writing certainly helps with mastering a new language. But second point I want to make is it's not necessarily a disadvantage when you write in a foreign language, because you don't need to do a lot of editing for the unnecessary words, because you start with the essential words, and you don't need to do the Hemingway editing. And the third point I want to make is sometimes it's an advantage because you know another language, and in a way a language gives you a perspective about the world, and you can look at the world in English and also in your original language. Sometimes they overlap, sometimes they don't, and that gives you an additional perspective. Another question that people have asked is Chinese literary market. Of course, I can't give many statistics because I'm not familiar with the numbers about number of books and so on. But one thing I know is that in China, every year 30% of the books published are translated from foreign language, while the equivalent number for Australia is 3%. I was in China not long ago, just in May, and I attended the Australia-China Literary Forum, and I met some brilliant Chinese writers from Guangdong province, and I met particularly brilliant poet. She started as a migrant worker from the countryside to work in the city, and in factory, dealing with iron and steel. At some stage she started to write poetry, and she writes it's breathtaking. She's a very shy person off stage, but when she's on stage her voice is just amazing. So apart from writing, I also do translation. I translate poetry. So far I've only translated from English to Chinese, but for her I'm going to start translating from Chinese to English. I think I'll stop there. Thank you.